So right now it's Monday, 2:30 a.m. So 4 hours before the market opens. All right. So what I have here is a channel I drew earlier. Let me just delete everything. All right. So right now I'm gonna look at the 10 years 2 days candle to get the overall feel of the market. Clearly we see it's heading down. It's below the yellow line, and the yellow line is pointing downward. The SMA is the yellow line, and it's 180 days simple moving average. All right. So right here, it's basically pointing downward or beginning to. However, the blue line, which is the exponential moving average of a 15. It's pointing downward too, clearly pointing downward. So to draw like a channel, which I do see that's happening, it's like this, right? Highest point to like the newest high point, right? So then right here, it's gonna be tricky on how we're gonna draw the channel right here. So I'm gonna find a point that's pretty recent and connect it with something I see that makes it like parallel. So around right here. We do see that it's like it hits the top of the channel, it goes down, it goes up, down, and then it hits the top of the channel again, and then it's trending down. Okay. So then the next part would be either right here, it hits the top right here of 400, and then it could break above and go above and beyond, but that's not gonna be likely because it's still gonna be a little bit below this resistance of the 180-day simple moving average yellow line right here. So it's gonna have to break the resistance right here and along with the horizontal resistance of 430. So that's two blockage that it needs to break through. It's not likely. That's what I think. Okay, so right now what I think might happen next is maybe a sell-off might happen or continue consolidate a bit until November election with Biden and the OPEC thing November 8th. Uh, yeah, long story short, I don't really care what's going on, but right here, we had like an artificial pump earlier for like the last week, right? So, but here, there was like, there was, what the hell is this? Like, why does it go up? Like, it does not make sense, okay? Just an artificial pump right here, because clearly we see that this one right here, this red one, it broke below the support right here, right? It broke below support with really convincing volume. But however, the next day or next week, continued to see, the pump. It just pumped it up. Boom. However, there wasn't a lot of buyers, right? Fixing this boo-boo right here. And then right here, it's like, all right, that's a bit too much. So then people begin, selling it again. All right, or it's just algorithm trade. So this right here, it's the rich people or people artificially pumping it up. But realistically, the market will always correct itself and go where it's meant to be. You can't keep it up forever, or you can't keep it down forever. All right. So this would be the case where the pump can't keep it up forever because this is not a pattern that should have happened, but it did. So that's why the market is very unpredictable. But it's predictable in a sense that like we know when it's going down, it's gonna go down like somewhere over here. But during that, before that, it can just do whatever it wants a bit. So right now, the market will open in like 4 hours, and if it taps 357-ish right here, because this is the support right here, then there could be a sell-off. It'll be officially a sell-off most likely once it breaks 350, like 350, that's a psychological level 50, So, so today, maybe I expect the market will do something like this. Let me just change the color. Boldness to orange. I don't like orange. I need something that, catch the eyes. This color. That doesn't catch the eyes. Yeah, go here. Alright. I want that catch the eyes. So this is what I expect the market will do, like, the next candle. Alright, so this week I didn't post any video because it was just like there was nothing to talk about. Like, you just gotta let it play out. Because my plan is, I think it's gonna be somewhere right here, and then if it tanks below this number, then there's a good chance it can go all the way down to, basically, it can go all the way down to 65. So there's basically two real support levels, 1 and 2. So like 65 right here, and 180 something. Oh, 3 actually. But this one would be the mega support right here, like 220 right here. So that would be the mega support. That's where, I think it's gonna head towards a bit. And then depending on, circumstances, we're gonna have to, work our way to climb up. But that's gonna be like a very long process, many, many years, like 10, 15 years, who knows. So right here, the last recession was in 2000, and it took see how long it took. All right, so from 2000 it went down to 2002, so that took 2 years of tanking, and then one, two, three, four, five. So around 4 or 5 years it took to fix it, right? And then later we had another drop right here, which dropped bigger than 2002, right? And then it just climbed up again. So that took from 2008 to 2012, so approximately 4 years to recover, right? And then this one was due to the COVID. However, it took a few months or less than a year to fix it because, subsidy were printed. Okay, so but like, look, if this one goes all the way down, which should take approximately 2 years to execute. Right now, we're at the end of the first year, so within the next year, it might go down here or go all the way down here. Alright? Because 2 years from the previous recession to fully, tank. After that, it will recover. So if it's 2 years, I think it's pretty reasonable to be like, all right, it's gonna go around this strength of going down. So it's gonna be like pew, and then realistically, I'm just gonna remove all the drawings. Realistically, if we look at this candlestick right here, this is the month. Each candlestick is a month right here, right? And look, it's a shooting star right here, and then right here it just sold off a bit. And then this is the first candle that opened below the blue line, the EMA, the 15 days EMA right here, right? Uh, so it's most likely gonna probably be like somewhere like right here, right? But realistically, it's gonna probably be like this candlestick. That's why I think it's gonna happen. probably to like 320 for October, which is a pretty okay. The reason why the market needs to reset is just the dollar needs to reset. You can't keep going up forever, man. It needs to rest and cool off and go on vacation. Okay, so from here to here. So 320 to 330 is probably my guess. Okay. See what else is gonna happen. So that's like a long story short. Like the other stuff I can say, just basically add fluff. Okay, so there's really nothing. Trading needs to be simple. We only need to do simple things for trading. And we look at the quarterly. We look at quarterly. This is the first time it touched, support right here. Because right here it's like a rubber band and overextender right here and then snap back down. So there's a massive sold off right here. Right now, it's not gonna be like a super sell off because if it start right here and did something, then yeah, but I would still say this candle would look about right. Because it doesn't feel right if I were to be like, hey, the candle's gonna go all the way up like this. That's so much bull strength. Like, that's very unrealistic, in my opinion. From 60 all the way down to 460 in like 1 or 2 months? I don't think so, buddy. Then once it makes below here, and then the next month, which would be November and December, it will start probably going downward. And going towards the 200 levels right here, and then in probably 3-4 years recover back here, and then depending on what happened, it might tank again, and then it will continue going up again. It's gonna take a while, but since we know this is a direction that's probably gonna go, we can catch some opportunity. What else? We also look at the volume here. You notice these green candlestick, they go up, but their volume is very little, right? However, you look at this, these red candles, these bearish candle, they're pretty high volume. So there's an oil shortage, there's war, there's everything going on, and yeah, just a lot of negative factors that influence SPY. That's about it. Yep, catch you next time.